What up, what up, what up? It's your boy D back at you with another video. Whoa. And today I'm here to give you the SmackDown results of what happened tonight. That was important. That absolutely cooked. Some of these segments, this SmackDown was gas. Absolutely gas. I loved a lot of different things we got to see on this SmackDown. And it just felt great. So, I will let you guys know before I get into it. Like, I know I don't like to do all this talking, but I will let you know before I get into it. I will be talking about, you'll see me mention the Women's United States Championship that was just announced tonight. I will talk about it. I will talk about it tomorrow because there's a whole video I want to do on that. That's why you're not going to get a whole thing from me too much about that. Tonight, on who I think should win, you will get that tomorrow. Just rock with me, okay? Just stay with me. Just stay with me. I promise. I got you tomorrow with that. But without further ado, let's talk, man. So we started off with the Bloodline segment that was promised from Jey Uso begging and pleading Sami Zayn to come to Friday Night SmackDown. And the segment cooked. We are so back with the Bloodline. It's unbelievable. So, with that, this segment really just played into the ego of Roman Reigns. Where Roman Reigns is like, motherfucker, you are not family. You are not family. Why should I trust you? Why? And when you look back at it, it makes sense because Sami, as abusive as Roman Reigns really was to him, because Sami couldn't pick between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. And when Sami made his choice to hit Roman Reigns with that chair, everything changed. And that's one thing that made it tough. It made it hard to watch. That was one of the things where it's one of the emotional scars that Roman Reigns has. And that's what makes him so great of a character. I like how Jey stuck up for him. Jey stuck up for Sami. And then Reigns is just looking for Solo. All he wants is Solo. He's like, I want Solo. And then Jacob Fatu says Solo doesn't come out to you. Like, he'll come out when he's ready. You can't just call Solo. He's the tribal chief. Solo Sikoa comes out when he wants to come out. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, okay. Fight back, okay. Segment ends, right? So then you see behind the scenes where Roman Reigns walking, and then they're trying to talk to him. You got Jey Uso trying to talk to him, and Reigns is like, yo, get out of my face. Know what, matter of fact, Jey, why don't you go find Sami? Go find your boy Sami. And you could tell Jey was like, yo, listen, I told you, you're not about to talk to me like that. Like, no, I'm going to let you pass. I'm going to let you pass. But no. Basically giving that you need to chill. And then Jimmy's like, yo, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, what's going on with you? And then you could tell how frustrated of a character Roman Reigns was, because Roman Reigns was left all alone. To where Reigns like, you know what, Jimmy, go find your brother. You know what, why'd you go with your brother? One hell of an intro segment that made you go, like, question things. It made you think. And that's exactly what you wanted to see. And this segment absolutely was a banger. I loved every moment of it. All right, so then the next match, I believe, was Bayley versus Candice LeRae. Solid match. They're telling a story with Candice LeRae that I do really like, with that we're going to talk about later. So, but a solid match. What I really want to talk about, okay? Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Randy Orton comes out. Damn near barely can speak. Randy Orton talks that shit to Kevin Owens. He's like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm going to beat your ass. Kevin Owens, get your ass out here. They start brawling. They start going at it. People started to get in the way of it. Kevin Owens did something that only this move has not been done in the WWE. In fact, it was banned from WWE. It was only moved one time since it was banned years ago. And that was in 2013. And the match was CM Punk versus John Cena. And the winner went on to fight The Rock. Kevin Owens hits Randy Orton with a pile driver. And when he hit him with it, I jumped up like, whoa, a pile driver? We don't see that move on WWE. You'll see it on every random match on AEW. Everybody kicks out of pile drivers on AEW. But on WWE television, that shit, bro, the drama in the ring. Randy Orton just in complete distress. He needed to be on a stretcher. Cody Rhodes was on the show. You didn't even know he was there. Because Cody came out just to check on Randy Orton. Just to go to the hospital with Randy Orton. And man, when I'm watching this, Corey Graves on commentary sold the shit out of this. They're playing the replay, and he's like, yo, I don't even want to see this right now. That was despicable what Kevin Owens just did to Randy Orton. That's been a banned move for so long. So many stars have gotten concussions and brain injuries from the pile driver. He did such a phenomenal job on the commentary of this. Like, I loved every single bit of this segment. Like, wow. This Kevin Owens storyline, and this is going to be the perfect storyline, and because he is the perfect heel for Cody Rhodes. And this is perfect, and I need them to continue to tell this story. All right. So, after that, I do want to touch on Tommaso Ciampa beat the dog shit out of Pretty Deadly. It was DIY versus Pretty Deadly. Tommaso Ciampa went to work. Literally didn't tag Johnny Gargano in once. Are we getting that boy Blackheart back? Are we getting Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa back? Boy, NXT 2017, 18, 19. Bro, those OG matches of Ciampa versus Gargano, those matches were absolutely incredible. Absolute banger of matches. 1,000%. And with Motor City Machine Guns now a tag team who are the tag team champions now in WWE, they need this. Splitting DIY is a great way. And they can run this program of Tommaso Ciampa screwing over Johnny Gargano once again. Now on the main roster. WrestleMania 40, they competed their first WrestleMania together. If they tell that storyline on the mid-card, oh my God, what you can do with that could work wonders and could move mountains. Oh my. You're talking about having a real mid-card feud that you can work to. Now with that, and Tommaso Ciampa, you can put him in that. You can also put him in that United States Championship picture with LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. Hell, if I know you're losing a tag team, take Andrade, take Carmelo Hayes, put them together as a tag team to replace DIY. Oh my God. LA Knight versus Ciampa? LA Knight versus Gargano? Oh, come on. What? We are cooking. It'll be something new, something fresh, something we haven't seen before. Yo, they're doing the damn thing with that right there. Wow, I really enjoyed that, and I didn't even expect to enjoy that. That was a solid segment as well. And one of the other things I wanted to touch upon, was the Nia Jax Tiffy time to Mrs. Beautiful, Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton versus the tag team champions of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Fire match. I love this storyline of basically Nia Jax is replacing Tiffany Stratton with Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano's wife. Solid. And it gives her something to do. Like, there's been months where Candice LeRae was doing nothing. Just because the writers really didn't have anything for her. There was no real direction. She started to get a little bit of heat, and you get a little bit of some when she got into like the whole personal shit with Maxine Dupree on live television. We started to get somewhere with that, and then she got traded to SmackDown, and it died. So she's kind of just been there on the roster, which I don't think it's her fault. They just need to find places for her. And I feel like this is where they're going with it, and I'm not mad at it, especially since we all know that Tiffany will end up beating Nia Jax for the WWE Women's title. And I just like that storyline of where we're going. And this was perfect. The match was dope. Bianca and Jade are doing probably the best job ever with those women's tag titles because they're making them seem important. They're making them feel something. And I absolutely love that, which leads to the new mid-card U.S. champion for the women. There'll probably be like a tournament or some shit for that. Who do I think will be the women's United States champion? I got a couple ideas. I got some ideas. Y'all not gonna like one of my ideas, guaranteed. But this was a very solid SmackDown. And then to close this bitch out, absolutely close this bitch out, that Bloodline segment at the end. Solo's coming out. Roman Reigns comes out, tries to challenge Solo to a match, 1-on-1 for the head of the table. Solo declines, said, "Boy, I'm already the tribal chief. Fuck all that. I'm already the tribal chief. How are you a chief? How are you tribal chief when you have no tribe?" That's what Solo says to Roman. Solo then puts it out there that he wants to do WarGames. And Roman Reigns is just looking at him so confused. Like, the four of you. I only see 4 people here. What the fuck do you mean you want to do WarGames? Because Roman Reigns knows, he's smart, he's been in one. You need 5 people. You need 5 people for WarGames. And I'm like, oh, so we all are doing 5. And Solo tries to troll and say, my 5th person is Sami Zayn. And I'm like, oh, shit. This got interesting. So now, boom. So now, Sami comes out. The Bloodline jumps Roman Reigns. They start beating him up. Sami's just still standing on the stage. Jimmy and Jay come out. They all start fighting. They all get out the ring and start fighting each other. It's just Solo and Reigns in the ring. Solo has his shot to Samoan Spike Roman Reigns. Solo stops, looks at Sami, and says, "Sami, get down here." Kick him in the face. Sami goes sprinting. Haluva kicks Solo Sikoa. The crowd goes crazy. You get to this moment where Roman's staring at him. Roman's staring at Sami. Sami's staring at Roman. You see Jimmy and Jay in the ring. Jay puts up the 1. Jimmy puts up the 1. Sami Zayn looks Roman dead in his face. Shakes his head. Sami puts up the 1. And then Roman Reigns puts up the 1. The original Bloodline has returned and it's full. The OG Bloodline has now returned into its full union. How do I feel about that? Let's fucking go. That's how I feel about that. And now, that makes you think. That makes you wonder. Who will be the last 2 participants in WarGames? Now you build to that. I know who will be the last 2. You're not going to see it coming. The last two participants who I would, now I'm fantasy booking, who I would put in WarGames is for Solo's version of the Bloodline. That fifth person, if Hikuleo or Lance Anuai are not available, or Zilla is not available, that's a big-ass spot to be in. You put Kevin Owens on Solo Sikoa's side. Why? Because think about the interweaving. Kevin Owens is doing this all because Cody Rhodes decided to align himself. All of this because he decided to align himself with Roman Reigns. That's why Kevin Owens is doing this. Kevin Owens despises, he hates the Bloodline. So he decides to even go more universally heel and aligns himself with Solo Sikoa as the fifth member. Kevin Owens is heartbroken. Not only does he hate Roman Reigns, but to see Cody Rhodes bails Roman out again, like he did at Bad Blood, decides to join the OG Bloodline. He decides to join Jay and Sami on the original Bloodline side. Kevin Owens gets to stare a hole and see Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn on the side of Roman Reigns. Could you imagine the storytelling that would come out of that? That 1010% could be so special. And I cannot wait. This SmackDown did a great job of setting up what we're going to see next. And Lord knows, God is my witness, I cannot wait to see what happens next on Friday Night SmackDown. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You know your boy, Ducks No Smoke. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Forever Gang. And until forever finds you.